Oh, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another transfer update. So sorry this is late, and it is well late, like 2 hours late. But we were having fun. We were having real good fun. And the member stream was lit. 2.5 hour member stream. Big up all the real ones on that member stream. That was jokes, man. Seriously, best one we've done yet. Before I get into talking about the players I want to talk about, firstly, stick a thumbs up. Secondly, subscribe if you haven't already. Thirdly, do follow my Instagram, LeeGunner82. Link is in the description. And lastly, do follow me on Flick. Going forward this season, we did player ratings. You decide the player ratings. Download the app every time the game's finished. I will stick the players in there with a load of scores and you pick the player ratings. Not only that, I will be doing the starting 11 off of your say-so as well. So my starting 11 is null and void now. It don't matter what I want. The channel's based on you guys. I want you guys to be interactive with it. And that is one of the most interactive apps I've ever seen, footballing-wise. So yeah, and if you are a moderator on that app, you can run polls. You can also put out news articles. You can do quizzes, etc., etc. And also, for everybody, you can do the predictions for every single game. How many goals each team will score, what minutes they're scoring in, the final score, and it does a weekly and monthly table. So do go and check that app out. Thank you to over 300 who did that yesterday. We're well over 1.1k on that now. So thank you very much for that. And let's boost that up as quick as we can. And like I said, starting 11 and player ratings is now down on you guys. It's not my decision anymore. It's now yours. Anyway, 2 minutes of self-promotion. Let's move on. And Fabrizio has spoken. He has spoken, and it's looking like it is one or the other. Thomas Partey, the main man, the man that we've been chasing for what seems like forever, the man that we've still not put an official cash money bid on the table for. And it doesn't look like we're going to, if I'm being completely honest. I think, and it's only my opinion, I'd love to get your thoughts on this. I think that this is our main target. I don't think we're going to sign Thomas Partey. I genuinely don't. And the reason I say that is the main boy, we had him on the channel, Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal are looking to try and sell players. Torreira, he is one of them. Then they will try again for a top midfielder. This is his direct words on his Twitter account. He then puts in closed brackets, Aouar or Thomas, i.e. Thomas Partey. So he doesn't think that we're going in for both. And I'll be honest, I don't think we're going in for both. And the reason I say that, and this is why I'd love to get your thoughts on this, is because I look at it and I think we've sold Emi Martinez, albeit that deal has not been officially announced unless I've completely missed it in the time that I was doing that member stream. So I've come off of that and I've recorded this. I ain't even looked at social media. So if Emi Martinez hasn't been announced, or even if it has been announced, it's 16 million quid. How much of that are we getting up front? He signed a 4-year contract until 2024. How much is that going to be available? How much of that 16 million? How much have we got back from Villa as an upfront payment? Let's assume that it's half of it. And I think I'm being kind with that, if I'm honest. It's probably a quarter of it. But let's assume it is half of it. We've got £8 million for the pot. That's still probably about £35 million less than what we need to pay Thomas Partey's release clause. So then we add in Lucas Torreira. Let's assume he goes to 24 million. That's around £20 million. Again, let's assume it's a quarter. We're going to get around 5 million quid. That's now 13 million. Socrates is going to be around 3 million euros. Let's assume we get it all. This ain't going well for Thomas Partey, is it? It really isn't. And unless we sell some other players that are worth more value, maybe a Lacazette. I'm still not convinced Lacazette's going to be here at the end of the window. I do think this young man, I do think that he could potentially be coming in, because I don't know. I've just got this hunch that Lacazette is going to leave because we can get decent money for him. He's got less than 2 years left on his contract. The depreciation on him if he goes down to a year. Are we going to offer him a new deal? Probably not. So yeah, I do think that potentially Lacazette could leave. And this guy here, Duncan Castles, like I said, was on a podcast the other night. He said we've verbally given a bid of 23 million quid, 22.3 or 23 points, something like that, for him. If Lacazette leaves, then he's coming in. If we could get over that for Lacazette, he comes in. We've now got a bit, we could work a bit more on the change. We ain't getting Thomas Partey. That's my opinion on it. I don't think that we've got enough time with the remainder of this transfer window to be able to drum up enough sales to be able to put the £43 million buyout clause on the table. However, with the main man, who I do believe is our main target, I think that he's 60 million euros, which is say 54 million quid roughly, say 55, let's round it up, 55 million quid. If we got that money in for Martinez, Torreira, Socrates, even just them three, that could be the first upfront payment, couldn't it? That could be, we take him, we're paid a 60 million euros, there's 18 million euros up front. That's now then structured over the next year, the next 2 years, whatever it may be. It'll be a lot easier, in my opinion, to close that deal than it will to close the Thomas Partey deal when we haven't got, apparently, the cash to do it. And we spoke about this on the member stream earlier, that I would rather Thomas Partey. I think Thomas Partey is more of a needed supply in that midfield than an Aouar. If Aouar comes in, where do we fit him? What formation we're playing? How does he work? Is he a number 10? Is he a number 8? Is he a number 6? I don't know. What formation are you playing? How are we fitting him in? Because if we're going with 3-4-3, are we putting him next to Xhaka? If we put him next to Xhaka, is that physical enough against the better teams? I don't know. If we go with a 4-3-3, does that leave us light at the back? Lot of questions to be answered, and I'd love you guys to answer them for me. You are the mouthpieces of this channel. I am just the presenter of the channel. It's your channel, and I'd love to know your thoughts on all of that. Do you think Aouar is more suited or needed? Let's go needed. Is Aouar more needed at Arsenal than Thomas Partey, or vice versa? Leave it in the comment section down below. Is Lacazette leaving for this guy? I think that there's something that could be bubbling behind the scenes on Lacazette. I don't know why. I can't give you an answer as to why I think that, but I do think that he could potentially be leaving. And he is worth a few quid. The guy that's replacing him potentially is worth less, so that makes money. Let me know your thoughts on Emi Martinez. Are you sad to see him go? Would you have sold Leno? Would you have sold him? Leave it in the comment section. And I will be back at about lunchtime tomorrow. And thank you very much to everyone who has supported the channel recently. Thank you to everyone who's followed me on Flick, Insta, Facebook, all the socials. Appreciate it. And I will be back, like I said, at about midday, 1 o'clock tomorrow. So all have a wonderful evening, whatever it is you're doing. I'm out of here. Laters, peeps.